Hello friends, myself Dr. Sanjeet Kumar. Today we are going to start new topic, embalming. Definition: it is the process of temporary preservation of the human body to delay or prevent the decomposition changes. It is artificial method of preserving dead bodies. It is done in case of normally in people who die in places away from their native places and whose bodies need to be taken to their native places for performing the last rites or transported to one country to another. Second, to prevent decomposition of the bodies for the purpose of dissection in medical colleges for medical studies, in cases awaiting for arrival of the relative, necessity to prevent the dead bodies for some important personality for public view. Then general features. Father of modern embalming is Dutch anatomist Frederick Rouse. Embalming causes the proteins are denatured and coagulated, blood is coagulated and transformed into the pinkish mass, tissues are fixed and the organs are bleached and hardened. Embalming produces a chemical stiffening similar to rigor mortis, and the normal rigor mortis does not develop. Embalming rigidity is permanent. If ascites is present, the fluid should be removed. Best time for embalming is within 6 hours of death, but usually done within 6 to 12 hours of death in summer, 24 to 48 hours of death in winter. Samples for embalmed body for toxicological analysis: vitreous humor, synovial fluid and bile are the ideal sample for the screening for toxicology. Muscle mass from psoas and gluteal region are also used. Then types of embalming. Arterial embalming. In this method, embalming fluid is injected into the one of the major arteries with the help of electric pump or by gravity method. Embalming fluid is forced through the arteries so it reaches capillaries and from there diffuses out into the tissues. Choice of vessels. Vessels near to heart better the result, mainly for drainage. Most common vessels are carotid arteries, axillary arteries or femoral arteries. Generally the corresponding veins is used for drainage. Other arteries like brachial artery, radial artery or tibial artery. Commonly used combination of vessels: femoral artery for injection, right jugular vein for drainage, common carotid artery for injection and femoral vein for drainage, axillary artery or subclavian artery for injection, internal jugular veins or femoral veins for drainage. In obese bodies, carotid artery for injection and internal jugular vein for drainage is the best choice. Flexing of limbs, changing the position of body and massaging intermittently during the procedure enhances the perfusion. Injection and drainage point. One point injection and drainage from one location only, like axillary artery. Split injection from one side and drainage from another side. Multi-point injection uses 2 or more injection sites. 6-point injection. In this method, embalming fluid injected through 6 different areas of the body: right and left common carotid artery for the head and neck, right or left axillary artery for the upper limb, and right and left femoral artery for lower limbs. Preparation of arterial embalming fluid. Sodium borate and sodium citrate are dissolved in hot water and allowed to cool. Rest of the component are added, then dilute with water and to make up to 10 liter, allowed to stand for few hours, then filter. Then second type of embalming is cavity embalming. It involves injecting 2 liter of embalming fluid into the cavities and the hollow organs of the body like thoracic, abdominal and the pelvic cavities. Closed cavity treatment and open cavity treatment done through the abdominal approach with a small incision over abdomen 2 to 2.5 inch above the umbilicus with the help of trocar. Then third is hypodermic embalming. In this method, injecting embalming fluid directly into the organs through the skin. It is done to inject the areas that are not accessible by the arterial or cavity embalming due to some disease process that prevent the flow of fluid into those parts of the body. This method is done in air crash and bomb blast victim. Hypodermic needle. Then surface embalming, it is done by applying the fluid on the surface of the body. Bags of cotton soaked in embalming fluid are applied to the skin. It is usually applied on the injured or infected skin and in burn victim. One victim, infected skin or injured. Embalming in autopsied bodies, stitches are removed and cranial, thoracic and abdominal cavity are exposed. Then the cavities are sprayed with the disinfectant. Viscera are soaked in the cavity fluid for several hours and then returned to normal anatomical position and held in place with the absorbent cotton soaked in the fluid. Then embalming in HIV/AIDS done with caution. An increased concentration of arterial and cavity fluid should be used. Then embalming fluid, component, proportion and function of each component. Formalin 1.5 liter as preservative and antimicrobial and preservative. Sodium borate 600 gram as buffer. Sodium citrate 900 gram as anticoagulant. Glycerin 600 ml as wetting agent. Sodium chloride 800 gram as buffer and control pH and crystalloid. 1% eosin 30 ml as coloring agent. Wintergreen oil 90 ml as perfumes. Water add to make 10 liter as solvent. Then quantity used, embalming fluid used should be 15% of body weight with 2% formaldehyde content. A body of 70 kg will require 10.5 liter of the embalming fluid. Approximately 10% will be lost through the various drains and through the purging. Thus, total fluid requirement is 12 liter. Motorized injector delivers 12 liters within 30 minutes. Best vessel, femoral artery. Apparatus used for introduction of embalming fluid, hand pump or foot pump. This is hand pump. Then a stirrup pump. Then gravity injector. This is the simplest and safest method, gravity injector. This is gravity injector. Then motorized injector. This is motorized injector. Then bulb syringe. Procedure for introduction of embalming fluid. First, continuous injection and drainage. This is least satisfactory. Arterial injection is given continuously and the drainage tube is kept open all the times. Then continuous injection and disrupted drainage. Injection occurs continuously but drainage is disrupted at intervals. Alternate injection and drainage. Arterial fluid is injected for some time with the drainage tube closed. Then discontinuous or non-continuous injection and drainage, this is the best method. The benefits and the drawback of embalming. Benefit, prolonged preservation for ceremonies, reduce contamination risk, provide emotional comfort. Drawback, environmental impact of chemicals, health risk to embalmer and high cost of service. Taxidermy, the dead bodies are prepared and preserved by injecting a preparation of arsenic sulfide, lead sulfide and potassium carbonate with or without formalin into femoral or other big artery for the anatomical dissection. This is called taxidermy. Legal aspect of embalming, certain legal and ethical responsibility lies on the embalmer. Consent of legal hires should be obtained. Proper identification of the body should be done. Death certificate is required during embalming. No objection certificate from police should be obtained. In case of foreigner, embassy clearance should be obtained. Once the embalming is complete, a certificate of embalming is issued by the embalmer in triplicate for local transportation and 5 copies for required for the international transit. Embalming alters the appearance of bodies, tissue, organs making it difficult to interpret any injury, disease and detect certain poisons, mainly alkaloids and organic poisons. Embalming prior to autopsy amount to disappearance of evidence, punishable under 210 IPC, punishable under 238 BNS. Then performa for the certification of embalming. This is the performa for embalming. Then important question related to embalming. What is the primary function of embalming? To cure disease, to preserve the body, to improve the body flexibility, to accelerate decomposition, to preserve the bodies. Which of the following chemical is most commonly used in embalming fluid? Formaldehyde, sulfuric acid, ammonia, acetone. So formaldehyde. Which of the following is a common method of injecting embalming fluid into the body? Arterial injection, intramuscular injection, intravenous injection, subcutaneous injection. Arterial injection. Embalming fluid typically consists of which three primary components? Preservative, disinfectant and dye, water, alcohol and oil, enzyme, protein and lipid, acid, bases and buffer. So preservative, disinfectant and dyes. What is hypodermic embalming? Injection of fluid directly into the tissue, removal of excess embalming fluid, injection of fluid into the veins, submersion of body into the embalming fluid. So injection of fluid directly into the tissue. This is all about embalming. This is a very important topic. Okay, thank you for watching.